Hey YouTube family, it's Friday and this is Sarah, Less of Sarah. This is my 20-week update. I am officially 20 weeks out of VSG or vertical sleeve gastrectomy surgery, which I had November 30th, 2012 with Dr. Aceves in Mexicali, Mexico. So today is my 20-week update. I can't believe it's been 20 weeks already. Amazing. Last week, my update was kind of awesome because I got to report that I had lost exactly 100 pounds since surgery. So to recap, I started my journey at the end of September 2012, weighing 460 pounds. I lost 40 pounds pre-op, so my surgery day weight was 420 pounds. As of last week, I had lost exactly 100 pounds, so I was at 320 pounds. And this week, I am reporting a loss of 3.5 pounds. So that brings my weight to 316.5. And that's an overall loss of 143.5 pounds and 103.5 pounds lost since surgery. Yay! So this was, I guess, a fairly average week for me. I would say the average week, 3.5 pounds is a fairly common number for me to lose at this point. So I was happy with that. My eating hasn't really changed. My workouts haven't really changed. I'm going to touch on that a little bit more. But before I do that, I wanted to cover a couple of things from previous videos. So, number one, thank you to everyone who commented on my giveaway video, who gave your questions or your ideas for videos that you'd like to see me do. All of the comments and questions and everything have been great. I'm really excited. If you haven't had a chance yet, the giveaway is still running until Tuesday. I'm going to say Tuesday at 3 p.m. Eastern, so 12 p.m. Pacific. So 12 noon Pacific, 3 p.m. Eastern. That is the one the cutoff time is for entering my giveaway. The prize is a 3-month subscription to Calorie Box. I'm going to put the link to my giveaway video below if you want more info about that. It's really easy to enter and you might just win. So, yeah. And what else? Oh, so I did a video on Friday night where I was, or Saturday? Sunday? I don't know. One of those days, some night that I was going out. I think it actually might have been Sunday night, but I made a video talking about a couple upcoming videos I'm doing. So tomorrow is my road trip with the bitches, and I'm going to address that in a minute too. It's my road trip with the girls, and that's Jen, Julie, Sue, and Nikki. You've probably heard about them before. We are going to Buffalo to do some shopping, and we're going to do a video answering some viewer questions. So if you have questions for that, you still have time. You can comment on this video or that video. I'm also doing a video with my husband, similar to what VSG Tanya did a few months ago. So if you have any questions, either for me about my relationship with my husband or for my husband about me or whatever, his point of view as the spouse of someone who's had weight loss surgery, then please let me know. I'm going to put the link to that video again below so that you can comment and leave your questions. So I haven't actually had a chance to respond to your comment, and I'm not going to call out who it was because I don't want any I don't want any drama, but there was someone who commented on one of my videos saying that she really disliked or she hated hearing me call my girlfriends bitches or call myself a bitch. And I thought I should address it in a video just because I want people to understand, we have a really odd sense of humor, the 5 of us, and it just kind of goes for us. And this was not a name that I came up with personally. This was just how it kind of rolled out. And I don't know. People are going to have varying opinions on this, and I don't feel that she was being disrespectful by making a comment about it at all. I just wanted to sort of explain to people who might be wondering what that was about. It's just, it's a funny name to call ourselves. And personally, I think that word is more empowering than anything to me. When I think about what that means, I think of, a strong woman who doesn't take any beep from anyone. And that's what I like to think of myself as. So it doesn't bother me. If you want to call me a bitch, it's okay. I try not to be the really negative connotation of that word. I don't think that I'm mean or whatever. But yeah, I just wanted to sort of say, like, I hope that it doesn't offend anyone. It really is, yeah, it's not meant to be offensive to other people. It's just meant to be an inside joke for us. So, yeah, I just wanted to clear that up before I went on with other stuff. So, this week, my eating has really been the same. I think I'm kind of in a bit of a rut with eating a lot of the same things. Again, I thought I was getting a little bit more interested in food, and now it's kind of gone back to being like, not so great. I think I talked in my video last week about making the wonton cupcakes. So similar to emilybites.com. She's got a bunch of recipes on there. And I've just kind of been doing my own thing. And so I have really been enjoying those for a number of reasons. I think it's, a little bit of carbs in there, perfect size, easy to just grab and stick in the microwave. So I, on the weekend, bought groceries and stuff to make like 5 or 6 different kinds that I come up with. So I will update you guys on that. But I'm really enjoying making those, and judging by the Facebook group that I started, or that I'm part of, called Hey WLSers, what are you eating today? A lot of people have been posting stuff using wonton, so I guess it's the new thing in the weight loss community. Although it's probably actually like the old thing, but I guess for those of us who are newer, it's the new thing. Other than that, my eating is very similar. I have been upping my calories a bit, so I've been trying to get on most days above like 675, and I have probably 2 or 3 days a week where I go over 700, but definitely below like 725. So I would say right now I'm between 675 and 725. Been doing a little bit more carbs. I'm just trying to find the right kind of balance where I still have weight loss, I don't have cravings, but I'm getting enough carbs in that I don't feel sluggish and I can still work out and do all of that stuff. So not a lot has changed with my eating habits, but I will, update you guys as things change and progress. I had some NSVs this week, and they were kind of interesting ones. So I know I made a video this week talking about mind games and mental, body image and all that stuff. And I think that I kind of realized actually what part of it is. And this might sound really weird, and I don't know if anyone else has this experience, but I think, and it probably coincided with the time in my life where I just kind of stopped caring and kind of gave up. But I think I didn't really see myself as big as I was. I think I had the reverse going on at one point where, I knew how big I was, don't get me wrong, but I don't think I saw it. When I looked in the mirror, I think what I saw was a lot closer to the way I look now than the way I looked then. And so I think there was a point at which I kind of disassociated myself from, the neck down, like from my body. And I think it might have been when I was pregnant or maybe shortly thereafter. I don't know, but I think I just stopped paying attention. And I think that might be what's causing my issues, because I think the mental image that I had of myself in my mind before surgery isn't that different from the way I look now. And so when I say I don't see much of a difference, I think that's what it is. Until I see a photo or some concrete proof where I'm like, wow, I was really big, look at me now, then I can see the difference. But when I look in the mirror and I compare it to my mental image of what I look like, I think that's what's causing part of the problem. Is I don't think I, in my head, looked as big as I really was. So I was just thinking about that yesterday, and I thought I would share that because I don't know whether that's ever happened to anybody else. But yeah. So on Monday, I saw my trainer, and let me tell you, this week she definitely upped the level of my workouts. I have been in pain all week. It's like I'm sitting on the floor right now. Ouch. But anyway, I love her. Her name's Megan. She's adorable. She's, I think I've mentioned, pretty much the size of my finger. She might weigh 100 pounds, maybe. That's probably pushing it. And I think she's probably about 5 feet tall. She's tiny. Anyway, Megan saw me. I walked out. So I had seen her last week on Wednesday, and then I saw her on Monday. And I walked out of the change room, and literally her, like, jaw dropped. And she was like, oh my gosh, Sarah. And I'm like, what, are my pants on backwards? Like, what's wrong? She said, no. She said, you look like you lost weight. I'm like, well, yeah, I have, you know. And she's like, no, I mean, like, you look different from the last time I saw you. When did I see you? And I said, 5 days ago. And she was like, oh my gosh, I can see it in your face and in your body. Like, you look totally different. And I thought that was a little weird. But then I realized that the night before, I'd had a bunch of people come up to me at karaoke and say that I looked really good, or, you know, and I thought it was because I wore glasses, which I don't often wear my glasses out, and my hair was a little different. I thought maybe that was it. And then, but I saw my best friend on Wednesday night, and he said the same thing. He's like, oh my gosh, you're shrinking. I'm like, yeah, you saw me on Sunday. And he's like, no, you look different from when I saw you on Sunday. So I don't know. Apparently I have physically thinned out in the last week, which is awesome. I'm not complaining, but it was just kind of weird to have that reaction from people. And then Wednesday I went shopping with my mom, which was kind of strange because I was actually looking at stuff that was smaller than she was. And I haven't really been smaller than my mom in a very long time. My mom was always overweight, and she has gained weight as she's gotten older. She's in her 60s. And I guess, you know, but I was gaining weight along with her and surpassing her in the weight gain department. So she was always smaller than me. But whereas she was like a 22, 24 for a long time, and now she's kind of going up to like a 24, 26, I'm going down to a 22, 24. So yeah, it was really odd. The other odd thing that happened was we went to Avenue, we went to Catherine's. Now, normally you would not find me in Catherine's because, as far as I'm concerned, it's an old lady store. I'm sorry, old ladies that are watching. Not old ladies, like middle-aged ladies. Like, the stuff in there is just not really my style, right? Okay. So we went to Avenue, and I found a $10 cocktail dress. $10! It was apparently an online return that someone had returned to the store, and it was on their $9.96 clearance, and they had one, and it was a 22-24, and I tried it on, and it fit. It will look better in a month when I wear it in New York, but couldn't go wrong for a $10 dress. So I was really excited about that, and I also bought a pair of jeggings, which was weird for me, but I don't know, they were like $15, so whatever. And then we went to Catherine's, and I thought I would try on a few things. Again, they weren't really my style, but I wanted to try on a few dresses and a few things just to see what that style looked like on me, because I never really wore dresses before, but for the summer I thought it would be something easy that was forgiving size-wise. And I tried on like a little, not a shrug, but like a cover-up, because I'm still really not fond of my arms. And I had an experience I've not had in a very long time. They didn't have a small enough size for me. All of the ones that they had were too big. That was weird. And oh my gosh, it's actually making me like emotional, but I don't know if anybody knows what that feeling is like when you're used to going into a store and always having to reach at the back of the rack for the biggest size. They were all too big. There wasn't one that was small enough for me. That just doesn't happen to me. It was the weirdest experience. And I realized that now, creeping down to a 24 in pants and a 22, 24, you know, in tops and whatever, I can shop at any plus size store pretty much. That was never an option for me. Like, I couldn't even shop at Lane Bryant because I couldn't fit into a 28. And now I could shop in stores that basically go up to a 24. Just that alone, forget about fitting into normal sizes and going into a normal store. But the fact that I can buy stuff at Walmart or Target, or that I can go to any store that has plus sizes pretty much and buy something, that is like an intense NSV for me, and something I'm not used to and hasn't happened in 10 or 15 years, at least, if not more. So that was a really emotional and eye-opening experience for me. So it's been a big week, I guess, and I'm happy to be sharing it with you guys. So hope everyone is doing well, and always remember to appreciate every step in your journey. Have a great day.